Welcome to Unhinged and Unplugged.
We're your hosts, Alyssa and Tressa.
This is episode 2, where
Where
Sanity takes a back seat. Today we're going to be talking about anxiety and things your kids do that make you say, it's almost 2025 when this episode airs. Right now it's the day before. It's Christmas Eve while we're recording. So Merry Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, since we forgot that on the last one. Yeah. And Happy New Year, because we won't see you until after the New Year.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is very cold outside.
Freezing. It's what, 12 degrees in New York?
Yeah, very cold.
We need to move to a warmer climate. Right.
Okay, well, first things first, we went to the Ranger game today.
Talk about anxiety.
We're talking about today. We're talking about anxiety today.
We went through a lot of it as the Rangers lost 5-0
To the Devils.
and played like they were playing pee-wee hockey.
It's like they didn't really,
They didn't care.
they didn't know what was going on.
They
Because
didn't.
Friday was scratched today.
Healthy scratch, which makes us a little nervous.
Yeah. We have a feeling he's going to be traded. We hope that he's not.
My dad said no. He said they'll never trade him. But a healthy scratch lately with the Rangers.
Why did they scratch him then?
He's saying to shake things up a bit on the roster, and I don't know. But everybody that they've
Oh, my husband told me that they're mad at Igor. That's when this shit started falling apart because he wanted all that money and
but they gave him the money.
No, they gave him the money, but they didn't get. I guess maybe he could have gave it to
The salary cap got screwed up.
or
Right.
whoever. Like he didn't share the wealth.
He didn't share the wealth. He took
maybe.
all of it and then
Yeah,
let
I
everything
don't know if
through.
that's true, but
I mean,
has a ring
we
to it.
probably will never know the whole.
That's when it started growing. That's when it started going downhill. All right. Well, yeah. So anyway, it sucks.
So anxiety was in full force. We took our kids with us and our husbands.
And we realized why we like to go by
And-
ourselves.
Yeah. Our kids were, the little ones are good because they're interested in it.
Yeah.
The older two, not so much. I feel like they were like, whew, there was a lot of fights.
They were afraid of the fighting.
Yeah. My daughter was
About
not
the
a fan of the fighting. Luciana was holding on to Jalen for dear life every time. And there was a lot of fights today.
Yeah, it was good.
And Luch was like,
Entertaining.
oh, I just grabbed your boob. Luciana was like that. Luch was like, whatever. And Jalen, like, oh my God. Meanwhile, we're like, yeah, we're
Hands it up. Yeah.
we want everyone gloves off, helmets off, just beat the shit out of
And
each
it was
other.
at the Presidential Center, so it wasn't at Madison Square
No,
Garden.
so we were complete outcasts.
Yeah, and Lucia, and there was a lot of Ranger fans there though. But all these Devil fans, all they do is chirp, 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 chirp. So Lucia, they were booing booing the Rangers, booing everybody. So Lucia was like, you don't care that they're booing or whatever. I'm like, who cares? Like, we're all here. We was even talking to a Devil fan, and
Yeah, they were like, it's
like,
not night.
it's
It's not night.
Yeah. She's like, they don't. What did she say? A cheer? Imagine if they did that at cheer.
Imagine if another
That at
team talked
cheerleader.
bad about us at cheer, and I'm like, but you guys are kids,
Yeah.
professional athletes
Yeah.
who have a good sportsmanship with each other. It's just the fans that are asking.
Yeah. Although they were beating each other up today.
Part of the game. They get paid to do that.
Yeah. Then,
So yeah, anxiety to the fullest extent.
And definitely if Rumpy was in today,
he would have got a
he
job.
would have got a job.
I mean, it's just,
Everybody was fighting today.
but it was a good.
Yeah.
It was a good.
It was entertaining. I was entertained.
I was very entertained. It was. I mean, what are you
I
gonna do?
don't care. Hopefully it just they get better.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe they need
I don't think
with their
it can
family.
get any worse.
I don't. Hopefully they'll have Christmas dinner with their family.
Everybody will get presents they love.
Everybody will
Happy and
and
go to church, say a prayer. I don't know, something.
yeah. Jack Hughes had a very good game today though.
He did. He did. He's on the double, so. But he played a good game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, back to anxiety. We bonded over the fact that neither one of us can handle vomit. It is my number one fear.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to smell it.
I don't want to see
it.
I
don't want to do it.
No, I can't throw up. I'll take myself to the hospital if I'm nauseous.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
alone.
want to do it.
And if a kid tells me that they have to puke, one of my own kids, I leave the house.
Yeah. Or every question I say, if the kid doesn't feel good, no matter what kid it is, my kid, her kids, your kids, I'm like, are you gonna throw up? You gonna throw up? You gonna throw up? That's my first question.
The running joke in my house is in the middle of the night, if someone comes in my bedroom, like if the door opens and a kid walks in, I sit up and I yell, are you gonna throw up? Go to the bathroom. Middle of the summer, it could be just anything. My first instinct is, are you gonna throw up? Go to the bathroom.
Yeah, mine too. The first question about anything is, you're gonna throw up?
It's called something.
Yes, it is.
It's a phobia.
Yeah.
And
we have it.
But we do.
Exactly.
We have it. I cannot vomit. Like, I will pray to Jesus. Like, I let anything else happen to me. I cannot throw up.
Or even the feeling of being nauseous.
No, it's not. When I was pregnant, I was like petrified that I was going to have morning sickness. Thankfully, I didn't. And then I realized, like, that's not the worst of it, because when you have kids, they get a stomach virus and they puke everywhere.
Have no self-control. They'll just throw up right in your face.
Jalen, one time, we had bunk beds, and she was 11, it's 2 years ago. Walks down the steps of the bunk beds in the middle of the night, thought she had to burp, and projectile vomited 360 degrees around her bedroom.
Oh,
On her sister.
Oh, God.
On every
stuffed animal. Somebody throws up on me, the day I get thrown up on.
Dead. I don't care who you are. A kid, I don't care. You're dead.
Yeah. I had a lot of experience with throw up this past couple of months. Just kids that are not even mine were throwing up. I babysat my goddaughter. She projectile vomited in the bathroom, and I didn't even know.
She closed the door.
I heard something, but there was a lot of kids. There was a lot of things going on. I didn't think twice. Then she came out of the bathroom. I didn't think anything of it. Then as she's walking back in the bathroom, my husband's like, she's just throwing up. She just was vomiting as she was walking back into the bathroom. So I'm like, oh my God, maybe she threw up in the bathroom. Then he had to check. Oh, I said if he wasn't there,
you just shut the bathroom.
I would have just shut the bathroom door, and the parents would have had to clean it.
You're better than me. I would have been outside.
No, he cleaned it, thank God. And then her dad came home. And then on Thanksgiving night, my good friend's daughter came to sleep over, and she's 8. She's Lucas's age, and they're sleeping in his room, and I was sleeping. It was like 1 a.m, and she's like, Alyssa, I threw up, and just all over her, all over the bed. I felt bad for her. I wanted to throw her in the bed, but I can't.
Alyssa's better than me.
Yeah.
I would have put the kid in an Uber.
Yeah.
That one of our friends actually said that. I would have put her in an Uber and sent her home, and I love you guys very much.
Yeah.
But if a kid that's not mine throws up in my house, they're either getting set on fire or they're getting sent home in an Uber. Like, there's no other.
I guess I didn't have much options at 1 o'clock in the morning. Everybody was sleeping. My husband was asleep. Nobody wanted to help me.
Oh, you're better than me.
I didn't have any options. But the poor baby had to.
Yeah, you're better than I am.
And then I shipped her into the other room where nobody was sleeping. And then I took my son out of the room and put him in my bed. And I left the sheets for the cleaning lady the next day.
That's more like it.
Actors are anxiety.
Okay, cheerleading is another thing that I didn't know was going to be anxiety ridden. My daughter's a flyer, and watching her kid get thrown 40 feet in the air is what it feels like. For 2 minutes and 30 seconds gives you a little bit of the agita.
Yeah, and we brace ourselves.
We brace ourselves onto the stanchions that are in front of the stage, and I personally don't take a breath for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then they're frustrated and they're upset and they're stressed out because they don't want to let their team down if they're not doing what they're supposed to, or if they screw up or tumbling, and then they come off and they're crying, and then you need to go to the bar and have a drink.
Yeah. So my daughter's a bass, and she's not a flyer. But bass is an important job. She has to keep the flyer up. And I don't really know a lot about cheer. I mean, I've learned in the past couple of years, whatever. But anyway, she was a really, really good tumbler when she was younger. and she was on 2 teams and all of that, and then she just kind of, I don't know, got in her own head, and then she stopped tumbling. So when she stopped tumbling, I was on the verge of a divorce. It was like as if, I don't know, as if I was dying, and I was nauseous and sick to my stomach, and I cried all the time, and I can't have this.
It's a struggle
Stress.
when you see them struggle and you can't help them. So that's a new level of anxiety you didn't know you were gonna when your kid plays a sport.
Yeah.
And
Or God forbid they get injured.
Right.
Jolie.
yeah, my younger daughter, she quit cheer now, but last season at one of the last competitions, she got dropped from a stunt and she hit her head on the floor. And she just stood there, and I literally jumped over the barrier and jumped onto the stage because I couldn't even help myself.
Yeah.
It's not my proudest moment.
And it's sad, like, when you're there, it's so helpless. When even, not obviously not just our kids, but any kids, other teams, if they fall or something happens,
Yeah,
I mean,
scary.
it sucks, and it's scary, and it's a hard job, I feel. But yeah, that makes us sick.
And now the drones, I don't know. We're in New York, so the drones they're everywhere.
Giving off radiation, apparently.
We don't understand if we're getting radiation poisoning or if it's an alien or are we at war and we have no idea.
Yeah.
They're not telling us.
I feel like they know something because I just don't think that.
No news is not good news. Something's not right. We're beating around the bush.
And I just feel like we're dying slowly anyway. We live on Staten Island, and there's a dump here that probably killed us all those years when we're smelling it.
And then they like the 9/11
Yeah.
went to the dump.
Yeah.
That wasn't
That can't
good.
be good.
I think they have the highest cancer rate.
That can't be good for anyone.
Another anxiety.
Yeah.
Here we are.
And the stuff they're putting in our food, that gives us anxiety.
I mean, I get anxiety. I used to not even be able to go we would go to the mall and I would freak out, or we would go
Me too.
out to DJs or a bar and there would be so many people and I would within a half an hour I would have to leave because I'd feel like I had just gonna pass out.
Yeah. I could
Not anymore.
I don't well, I'm on Prozac, guys.
She's powered by Prozac and
I just promote it
loves it.
like it's my job. And it's my life.
It did. You're a new person.
I feel like I am. I didn't like to drive.
She called me one time. Talk about anxiety.
I didn't like to drive. I really my anxiety was terribly bad.
We live around the block from each other. She was probably 6 blocks away, maybe 8 tops. And she calls me. She said, "You have to come get me." She said, "I'm putting color on a client's head. So you got to come help me." I said, "Well, where are you?" So I'm driving my car with this traffic.
Yeah, I was stuck in. I was into dead stop traffic.
6 blocks. I said, "All right, Alyssa, you can do it. Just breathe." No, she couldn't do it. Now she's driving all over. She drives to here. She drives to the nail salon. She's driving everywhere by herself.
Because I'm on Prozac. So I didn't like to be in traffic. Well, I didn't like to drive, period. But if I had to drive, I would drive. I didn't like to make left-hand turns. I didn't like to be stuck at a light. I would get hot and flustered. I'd have to put the air on. It would be 20 degrees outside, and I'd be putting the air on full blast. It was very bad. So I stopped driving. I would go to therapy, and nobody really helped me. And then I don't know, what did I even do? I took Prozac. Someone told me to go to a psychiatrist. So I went to talkatree.com. It was the best thing I ever did. And
now she's powered by Prozac.
It's amazing. And she was like, "Yeah, you should go on Prozac." Because I told him too. But even when I'm in the supermarket, fluorescent lighting bothered me. Just waiting online or walking, I would feel like I'm dizzy, or I would need a cart.
And if you don't have anxiety, you don't realize. Before I realized that it was my anxiety, I would make my husband take me to the hospital probably 3 times a month.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was having a heart attack.
Yeah. I always call 911.
It would always be the middle of the night. When your body relaxes, I would wake up out of a dead sleep in a cold sweat, my heart pounding, nauseous, which isn't helpful. And
side effect of anxiety,
which is not good when you have anxiety about being nauseous. So it was like a snowball effect. And I would make him take me to the hospital, and we would spend hours in the ER, and they would say, "You're just having a panic attack." So now I know.
Yeah, I knew my triggers too. Before I was on Prozac, if I would get hot in a store, I'd have to leave. I knew I had to put my head between my legs. I would be sweating profusely, all these things. And my husband would just be like, I'm on an airplane. Things happen to me on airplanes, like crazy stuff.
We went to Nashville. So 4 of us go to Nashville. And now Nashville from New York is like an hour and 20-minute flight. But you take a 2x2 plane. So it's this big, the plane, this big. You're literally like sitting on your neighbor's lap. And I said to her, it's an hour and a half. You really need to take a Xanax?
Because I take Xanax
on the plane. Yeah, she's like, yeah. I'm like, the flight, like, we're literally going to be in the airport longer than we're on the plane. Like, I think you'll be all right. Because she was worried about like drinking after. So I'm like, all right, you'll be good. We got on the plane. We're like 4 rows in front of them. And I hear commotion behind me. So me and my husband turn around, and there's her husband, Bob, with an ice pack in his hand, pounding. And Alyssa has her head between her legs, and she's rocking. And he's pounding on the ice pack, and we're crying. 5 minutes later, she's covered in ice pack all around her, and I took a Xanax, and she's like this.
That's it. That's it. I'm never gonna not take a Xanax. I don't care. Whatever gets me through. And that is honestly the best thing. I take one Xanax. Well, I take 2. I go to
For an hour and 20 minutes.
I know. Even when I go to Florida, I just
That's a
have
little
to.
longer, but
I don't even care. Whatever gets me. I don't want to know. I want to be unconscious.
I have a picture. You're gonna see it pop up in the photo because it's so great.
I want to be unconscious. I don't want to know what's going on. I
don't know. I take a Dramamine and I'm good.
Oh, and then we were on a cruise last summer, and we were all supposed to go on a
catamaran.
And
It was raining.
And we were all going with the kids. Everyone was going.
Cruise to Bermuda. And the 2 days to Bermuda were like being on.
It was a little rough.
It was rough. It was a storm, and it was
raining as we were
the whole way. And the boat was just going like this. The cruise ship, which you're not supposed to feel, but I was just watching like it. So then this catamaran.
So we get out there to wait for the
catamaran,
whatever, and it's fucking small. So obviously, like I'm not. Again, I'm on like Prozac, so I don't care. To me, like I would have just went on it, and I guess if I would have nothing bothers me like with the cruise or anything. I can handle that. I don't get dizzy or anything. But she was like, "Oh my God, I can't do it." She was like freaking out, like on the verge of tears. Her husband was like, "I fucking knew the minute I saw the boat that she wasn't gonna go on it." So
I was gonna get seasick.
We all paid for it, like we paid per person, whatever. They had food, they had gluten-free food for her because I have celiac too, and she's like, I just really can't. So I just said, I'll stay back with you. Like, I mean, I didn't really care. So obviously, I guess my husband was a little annoyed because I obviously sent him with the kids. But they had a great time. Nothing happened, nothing bad.
Else had a great time.
We had a great time.
We went for breakfast.
We got
a mini red beef. So we read our book. We had some drinks. It was
the best day. It really was. But she had a panic attack about that, which I understand.
It was like Gilligan's Island. I just built this boat, and I'm like, it's like a not boat. Meanwhile, once they got out of like the channel, they said it was smooth sailing, and the weather got nice. But whatever,
we didn't know.
I didn't know, and I just didn't feel like getting nauseous. So that's what we did. Yeah,
and I saw it because I understand.
That's anxiety. What else gives me anxiety? Things that your kids do that make you say, "What the fuck?"
Name something that your kid does that makes you say what?
So I'm a hairstylist. So I have expensive shampoo and conditioner that I get by the liter or by the gallon in the beauty supply store, and I keep it in my shower because
that's where it
belongs. And I shouldn't have to take out shampoo and conditioner. Like I shouldn't have to monitor what the kids are doing. So both of my kids will get for instance, I just bought 2 gallons of conditioner. Somehow they both ended up, I don't know how they both ended up in the shower, but they did. And within 1 week, both of the gallons were empty. Gallon is not big. That should last you 2 years. Mm-hmm. Conditioner doesn't go. And they were both a little. They were both empty. So I'm like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking around the shower, I'm like, these kids are like washing my walls with it. Because then, the buildup, it was like, there was conditioner buildup in my shower. And we have a walk-in, and I'm like, who used the conditioner? I don't know. Wasn't me. There's 4 of us in one shower that use one shower. So, like, who was it? The kids. It had to be.
Or how about on the same topic, conditioner, when I go into my shower and my hair, I just take the shampoo out and then I'm ready to put the conditioner in my hair and it's not there. She physically took it. My daughter took my conditioner out of my bathroom and put it into her bathroom.
She has her own conditioner in her bathroom.
Mid wash.
But she has her own conditioner in her bathroom. So why take yours? I don't get it. Or, like, I have a European waste. It's a waste because, I mean, I tell them, like, I'm going to take money from you to buy these things.
Yeah.
Or, like,
They'll.
even body wash. I bought body wash on Wednesday. By Thursday, it was empty. There's no way you have little bodies. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, so now I told them I'm going to literally sit in the bathroom while you're taking a shower and watch you because
I say
it's normal.
It's not normal.
No.
Also, I've never in my life, I'm 36 years old, I've never used a whole container of lip gloss to its end where, like, I see the bottle. Luciano will use the entire. I don't even know how that's possible.
Oh.
And you see, like, you literally see the.
And we use a lot of lip.
I use a lip gloss, but I can't tell you, or it takes me a very long time to finish a lip gloss. Nope, she'll be done with a lip gloss in like a week. What? What are you doing? What are you doing?
My kids also don't like to shut light. They leave a room and the light is on. Why?
Yeah. Well, they don't pay the bill. They don't care. But if the light is on upstairs and she's downstairs already, I'll say, you didn't turn off the light. And then she'll get annoyed.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I don't want to come up. And I'll say, I don't care. That's going to teach you to shut the light. So she kind of, I think,
No, they don't.
she's been shutting the light because it is annoying. You're already down the stairs.
And Jolie just says things and like the other day, for instance, Jalen went out with her friends and told me she was going to be at her friend's house. Great, fine. They didn't tell me that she was going to a teen party, whatever it was, at the ice skating rink. And I look at her location. I'm like, this kid's at the freaking ice skating rink. She told me she was staying at a friend's house. Like, you have to let me know where you are. You're 13.
Mm.
Just let me know where you are. So I flip out. I'm yelling. And my husband's like, fine, like, just, we'll talk to her about it. And Jolie turns out and looks at me and goes, well, you were 13 once. What were you doing?
Well, she got
10 minutes before that, she was probably beating her sister up. But now you're defending her. Why?
I know, it's weird. It's fucking strange. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't know what to say. What else does Luciana do? That's crazy. Oh, they don't like to wash their face. My son, in particular, like, doesn't like to wash his face. So I say, like, are you not looking in the mirror, like, when you're washing your face or taking the washcloth and doing whatever? Like, you gotta look. You have, like, the gross stuff around your eye. You gotta know. They don't like to do that. And he does this thing, like, it's really gross. I don't even want to say it. He does this thing. It's like a habit where he licks his face and then rubs the corner of his eye. But I don't know why. I don't know why he does it, and it's absolutely disgusting. And I tell him his eyeball's gonna fall out, and then he always has dirt, over here because his fingers. It's freaking gross. It's really disgusting. But he just doesn't stop. That must be like some kind of a tick, habit or something. I don't know.
Well, Jalen also, like, she likes to paint. She loves to paint, and for a while, like, anything that wasn't nailed down in my house was being painted, like the boxes, the light switches. She painted all the goddamn light switches, and like with the scene, but not like it wasn't good. It was like, why? Or like, I bought shadow boxes. They were expensive. They were not cheap to put her old cheer uniforms in. They were probably like $80 a shadow box. They were gorgeous. And I had them in the hallway because I didn't have the time to make the shadow box. And when I went to look for it, I was like, where the hell? 2 of them. Where are they? They were in her room, painted. She painted a scene on the glass of the fucking shadow box.
Does she still have it?
No, smashed it. Why? And then it's, why do you get so nasty for? You just painted a scene on $180 worth of shadow boxes that I was using for your uniform
Yeah.
for a memory.
I don't even know where they get the audacity to even say, "Oh, I'm going to just take this. It's not mine. Has nothing to do with you." And
Everything.
they just take your shit and might do whatever they want.
You can, like, on a daily basis, and they will tell you, I am saying, if it's not yours, don't touch it.
Yeah.
If it's not yours, don't touch it. You still touch it.
Yeah. So
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I'm trying to think. What else did Luciana do that's crazy?
Stupid thing. Stupidity thinking. Things that they say and do. Like, I mean, no, I was dumb as a teenager, but I feel like
It was not this annoying. I feel like they're so annoying, and I didn't. Maybe like everyone said that I was a brat when I was younger, but I was like young. I had older siblings. I don't know. Maybe I was a brat, but I just didn't do the things that they do. I didn't go in my mother's closet and take her makeup. She goes in my closet, takes my makeup.
I'm like, how did this get in there? I don't know.
See, another. You know what's
I don't know.
Do you know what's very annoying too? She puts perfume on constantly, so I smell her from a mile away, and she puts a perfume on.
She comes to my house every morning before they go to school because they take the same bus, and she'll come in my house at like 6:50 in the morning, and I know she's there. She's like an old lady, like, you know, the old ladies that smell like perfume. That's what she does.
So bad.
She just comes in and like, oh, Lucia's here. I could smell her.
Oh my God, you could smell her. I even witnessed her put deodorant on once, like, you know, a stick deodorant, which is fine. She put the spray deodorant on after that. I said, "Oh, I've never seen this before, that you're putting 2 different deodorants on. I'm glad you smell good." I said, being proactive. She wore 2 pairs of underwear once. Like,
Why? What are you doing? I don't know. What is something that your kids do that make you say, what the fuck?
Or do your kids do what our kids do?
Right. Like, are you the same boat? Or our kids just...
Yeah.
All right. Well, on to our book review.
Okay.
Reading. Alyssa tells all of us, we had a group chat. We have a lot of group chats, and Alyssa's like, you guys have to read this book. This is how she starts. You have to read this book, but now I know it's not good. What's the but? You have to get past the fact that they're not really related.
They're not related. I just kept saying that. Every time she would text me,
they're not related.
Just say they're not related.
So then she's like, I'm past it. I'm past the point that they're not related, but they're still cousins. Like this girl loses her parents and goes to live with her step uncle,
who she never met,
isn't related to at all. And he has 2 sons,
who she never met,
but isn't related to,
and she's not blood related to them.
Calls him uncle. You have to read the book. I can't give away. We can't really say much without giving the whole thing away, but
it's different. It's a different kind of book.
I got through it.
I mean, I liked it, and I also like, what was his name? Not Noah. I mean, I like Noah. Caleb.
Yeah.
Didn't even talk. I didn't.
You really have to get past the fact that they're
not related.
Although she calls him uncle, he's not her uncle. I think they could have, maybe she should have written it that way. Like, she didn't call them, I don't know, call him uncle, didn't call them her cousins. There was a lot of things.
There was a time when she was with, she was with all 3 of them, with 2 of them at once. The other guy doesn't talk.
All I kept thinking was, this is her. But it's not. But it is, because she calls him uncle. So it was a good book.
I loved it.
But you have to get past the fact that she calls him uncle. Because it's incestual, but it's not.
So I'm not weird, because it's not.
No, but
they're not really.
It's just
as if they're strangers, pretty much. Oh, and it's like winter, and they're stuck.
Yeah, they're like Montana, right?
They're high up in the mountains, and
they're trapped for 6 months or 3 months, whatever,
time
in this cabin. They can't get down the mountain because of the snow.
Yeah,
so you can only imagine what happens. This thing keeps moving. You can only imagine what happens.
Just watch. Just read it. Credence by Penelope Douglas.
Yeah,
it's a big one on BookTok too.
It's a good read. It's just different.
Yeah, it's different.
But it's interesting.
Go read it.
Yeah, go read it.
And Caleb is my favorite. And then if you read it, let us know what you think about it. Let us know. You got past the points of them.
Like Alyssa loved it, or like me was like, I like it, but she's related to them.
If you got past the point of them being related and can take a look at that and say, okay, they're not related. They're just
Some of our friends,
they're just dirty. I don't know.
yeah, some of our friends were like, I don't think I can finish this book, but it was very good.
It was good.
So
Good job, Penelope.
very good job. You kept me wanting more.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this was episode 2. I hope it was better than episode 1. We got some pretty good feedback, though.
Oh, I hope we did.
I feel like we did. A couple of people texted me and said, good job. Katrina did say this is like watching. Oh, no, she texted me and said, I have to read it because it was very funny.
Oh, Victoria said it's like being in a room with you guys.
Yeah, Victoria said, it's like, and Katrina said, you get a little dizzy. I want to kiss Alyssa on the mouth. I can't. So I said, I know the next one we're going to be more organized. She said, no. Alyssa said she loves hockey, but you get a little dizzy watching it. And I said, oh, you're not telling us the podcast sucks. She wasn't. She was just saying that she loved what Alyssa said. And
That's how this is how we roll. We just don't even.
And one of our friends said, I feel like I'm in a room with you. And we said, that's the point.
Right.
We just wanted,
We're relatable, right?
I hope.
Relatable and funny.
Either that or people, these two fucking idiots.
Right, whatever.
I mean,
we're trying, guys.
We're getting by.
Not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Don't watch it if you don't like it.
Yeah, if you don't like it, don't watch it. We don't care. We could take criticism. Tell us what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Do you want us to talk about something? Do you want us to, I don't know, cover? I don't know.
We would love to have a guest on. All our friends want to be guests.
All of our friends want to be
We
guests.
are going to work that out.
And we will at some point. But
we want
we want to talk to somebody.
We want
about something. So give us, I don't know.
We want a Matt Rempe. We
would love for Matt Rempe, I mean, to video in and talk to us. I mean, we could drive to Connecticut or wherever he is, wherever you are, Matt, we will drive to you if that's the case.
Somebody to talk to.
But you could video in too. We want to hear, because he got suspended for 8 games.
Oh, yes.
He did. We should have talked about that with the Rangers, but we didn't because we were so focused on everything else. But Matt Rempe, unfortunately, got suspended for 8 games due to a bad hit.
Yeah.
So we're upset about it. But we would love to talk to you and just see how you're doing. Because we really feel bad. We feel bad that you got suspended and
we missed you and we really need you.
Yeah, I mean, they literally killed it the night that he played. You could tell that
it was so good.
His presence on the team was a big energy.
That was his best team.
And I think if he played today against the Devils, it would have been a much different outcome.
Yeah.
I do.
Although I think he would have definitely
He definitely would have gotten a couple of penalties unless he could have handled his anger a little.
He's not even angry.
No, poor kid. He's just a big kid. Yeah, he gets bad rap. But we would love to talk to you, Matt. So, just give 2 girls with a dream a reality. I don't know. Does that sound right?
No. Just come on. Just come on the damn podcast.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Well,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And thanks for listening to 2 Girls with No Clue.
To your ho-ho-hos.
Oh, no, it's Merry Christmas from your ho-ho-hos.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas from your ho-ho-hos.